Usually I come in and I'm yelling, I'm all excited, I'm freaking out. It's Chuck! What's going on? Today, decided chill. Why? Feeling a little more chill. After the book I literally just finished reading. Today's book, Arledge Comics My Kingdom for a Panel. Now, if that sounds like anything you might have heard before, it's because it's a Shakespearean anthology done by Arledge Comics. And there was so many stories in here. And such really interesting takes. I'm getting into it right away. Just a sec. Such amazing takes on this. I've never seen anything like this before. First off, it's black and white. You know what? I wish I could just show you all the cool shit that is in here. It's first off, there was some swearing and stuff, which immediately meant to me, cool, it's a Chuck book. And you know what? You might not know it because I curse and I have fun and I do all this stuff, but I really enjoy Shakespeare a lot. When I was in school, I did theater, and I loved when we had the chance to do anything William Shakespeare. I'm not as versed in it as I would like to be, but certainly I've read at least a half dozen to a dozen of his stories, sonnets, etc. I'm a big fan of his comedies, but I mean, really, I haven't read anything that I didn't enjoy. Here, it was pretty much the same thing. There was a lot of really interesting takes on things. There was, dude, I'm just trying to flip through real quick. The art styles, the story styles. There's it starts out, the very first story, it's literally written by William Shakespeare, and it's one of his probably sonnets or something, and somebody has created their completely different take on it, utilizing their art and showing a different side of what could have been said, which I loved. It's about a homosexual relationship, which is beautiful to watch, but I mean that most likely was not what was originally intended, but I love that they went there, and there was a fair amount of that in here. There was a lot of diversity and differing takes on the story, and there was even one where it was who was it? It was so funny. Here it is, right here. It's called Shakespeare on the World Stage, and it's William Shakespeare at the age of 10, and he's basically creating stories, and he's combating with other Christopher Marlowe and all these other characters and whatnot. And by creating stories, his characters defeat other people's characters, and just really weird, crazy take. And I mean crazy in the most delightful sense, because that really is what this was, delightful. I gotta tell you, this is the second time I've had to review an anthology. Anthologies can be so difficult to review, and the reason for that is that the art styles, you have tons of different art styles, tons of different writing styles, all sorts of stuff. It's difficult. I really like this because the quality was solid, especially in the writing. Everyone obviously had some serious love for Bill and for what he's done and his place in our literary history. And you can see that in every single one of the stories. A lot of times when it comes to stuff like this, especially anthologies, they're obviously banged out pieces. If somebody is banged out a 4-page, I like to call it banged out, just boom boom boom, did it, sent it out, blah blah blah. But these all come from a place of real love, because I think for me personally, my thought process is if you don't respect or enjoy someone like William Shakespeare, you're not going to try to write and create a book based on him or his works or inspired by his stuff at all. And so you can feel that inspiration, you can feel that beauty and love, and it's true, and it's there, and it's so cool. I love what Arledge Comics does, and man, there's so many. Okay, so now as I'm flipping through, there's a noir piece, which is right away you're like, I'm pretty sure that's Romeo and Juliet, and it's such a neat take on it. It's so noir, it's so well done, and if you didn't end up, if this wasn't in here, you'd be really excited, and it would be at home in any pulp magazine. It's so well done. And that's the same with all these pieces. There's so many different genres, styles, takes. Some people do future, some people do way in the past, some people are doing present day. I mean, it's all over the place. The art styles go from the hyper realistic to cartoony as hell. It really does have a little bit of everything. If you are on any level a Shakespearean fan, a fan of Shakespeare's works, or someone who's interested in maybe learning more about them, what a great way to immerse yourself into it. Because from there, I think a lot of it, you're like, well, what's the story from? And you're able to kind of, find out and then move from there. So, and if you do have a love for the original source, then seeing where they've taken it, it's really delightful. I think delightful is going to be my word for this book, because that is what it is. It's so much fun. It's delightful. You know what I mean? Like, afterwards you have a flavor. You've enjoyed yourself. And it's something that you can open up, you can read, then you can set it down, you can come back and you can flip it to any section, you can read again. That is the wonder of anthologies. That's something I enjoy about a large anthology, is that you don't have to read it all the way through. It doesn't need to be read in any particular order. You just make it happen. And you guys just did a wonderful job. I enjoyed it so much. I had such a great time with it. It's definitely a thumbs up for me. Again, it's hard to critique because it's an anthology, because every piece is different from the last. So I don't think I'd have a critique. I would tell you that it's an anthology. Some stories are going to be way better than others. And I'm sure that different people are going to have different answers for what stories are their favorites. And some people's most favorites will be someone else's least. And that's just the wonder of it. You're going to be able to share this with other people, and everyone will have a different take on everything. So just like the different takes that we saw on these stories. So guys, it's on Kickstarter for a very short time. I've been very busy this month. You guys have seen the 2 videos I did this month were on the road. So yeah, I am getting caught up on my editing and everything. It's been difficult, but I love what Arledge Comics does. I love them. I just do, and this just is going to look great on their tables, and it's going to look great in comic stores, and it's going to look great on your shelf. So please check it out while you're here. If you're here because someone has sent you to come check it out, like, subscribe, check us out. I know I should probably throw that at the beginning of the story, or at the beginning of the video, but it is what it is. Anyways, thank you so much for coming out, watching this today. I think you guys will love it. Please, immediately, if you have the chance, go check it out on Kickstarter. And if not, go to arledgecomics.com and buy the motherfucker, because it's really good. You guys are going to have a blast. Thank you so much for coming out and checking me out. As always, I'm your boy Chuck. Take care. Peace, love, and comics. Came in quiet, left loud. That's how you do it.